I've got a great idea. Let's make some classic garlic hummus. Or it could just be classic hummus if you don't want the garlic. So let me show you how to do that. It's pretty simple, not too many ingredients, doesn't take a long time, it's so healthy for you. And get this, there's gonna be no salt, no sugar, and no oil. I'm not aware of anything at the grocery store that makes it that healthy, but you can do it yourself. So if you're excited to learn about this, subscribe, like, comment, especially if you're going to make this. I would love your feedback on how this turned out, okay? And also comment with future videos that you'd like to see me show you how to make medicinally. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we are going to put in our food processor, or blender if you have one, but for this the food processor is easier. It's going to be about 1/3 of a cup of tahini sauce, and the juice of half a lemon, or you can do a whole lemon if you want it to be super lemony. This is what I like. And that's going to be the first thing that we do. That's going to go for about a minute or so in the food processor because it's going to just make it creamier and richer and smoother if I do that first. And then once that's done, we're going to add 1 can of chickpeas. We're going to do about a half teaspoon of cumin. We're going to do about a full teaspoon of ground ginger, and ground cumin too, by the way. We're going to add a pinch of cardamom, which is probably going to be a little less than half of a teaspoon probably. And also a pinch of some black pepper, which is probably going to be a little less than a half a teaspoon. And some garlic. If you want it to be super garlicky, go for 2 cloves or 2 bulbs. I've got 2 bulbs, or if you want just a little, go for 1, or you don't have to add any at all. It's totally up to you. Pine nuts is something you can also add, but I'm not going to do that with this one. There's a lot of options, so I'll keep this one super simple. All right, so first, and that's all the ingredients, by the way, so it's not too much, and some water, by the way, at the end to get the right consistency. All right, step 1, the 1/3 cup of tahini sauce. Check. The juice of half a lemon. I love this thing. It's so awesome. You put the lemon down like this. When I was first using these, I thought it'd go this way, but no, you go that way. Same thing with the limes. And then you don't get any seeds in here, just the lemon juice. It's awesome. Simple as that. And we're going to put my top of the food processor on and whip that up first, because it helps get a better consistency. And that's going to go for about a minute. Okay, so that's gone for about a minute. You can see the texture is so good. So now we add 1 can of chickpeas. This is rinsed and drained. The first time I made hummus, I didn't know you were supposed to rinse and drain them, and it tasted like cat food to me. I don't know how else to describe it. It wasn't very good, but I learned quickly of what not to do. So make sure that you rinse and drain your can of chickpeas. That's so important, man. All right, next after that, we're going to take our little measurements here. Half a teaspoon of ground cumin. We're going to do about a full teaspoon of ginger powder. God, I love ginger. In my opinion, ginger on a lot of things, including this one, acts as a really good salt substitute. I don't know why, but it does, and I just love it. All right, a pinch of black pepper, so I'm going to measure probably just a little less than a half teaspoon here for the black pepper. Perfect. And then this cardamom here. Not typically added to hummus, but I like it, and there's much further health benefits that's going to give us. So a little less than half a teaspoon for that. Not bad. Good little cardamom. Okay, that is almost it. Now we've just got this garlic left. Look, it's sprouting, and I'm going to keep that on there too. There's more medicinal energy when it's sprouting, so I'm happy to keep that on there. And it also peels really well because this is, it's a ripe piece of garlic. It's awesome. When I'm growing this in the ground, I will never harvest the garlic bulbs themselves. I will just keep snipping the greens, and the greens will keep shooting back up over and over again, several times upon several times in one season, and then they come back again on their own every year. You don't have to keep replanting these. It's the investment that has an infinite return with if you put garlic in your yard and you just keep eating the greens. It's so amazing. Put them in salads, smoothies, or just eat them straight up, or they're so good. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to drop these in here like so. And that's all of the ingredients. I'm going to Add just a little bit of water, not very much. I probably did a tablespoon. I didn't measure it, but probably just a tablespoon to start. And then I'll be adding a little bit more once I get this blended up, just based on the consistency that I'm going for. So that's the part where it's kind of like an art form, but I mean, we all know the consistency that we want in our hummus, so that's what you go by, right? Okay, so I let that go for about 1.5 minutes, I would say. And it's all blended up really good, but it's not the consistency that I want yet. So now we do the last step, and that is we drizzle some water in there as the food processor is going until we get the consistency that is perfect. So let's do that now. Okay, I think I got the right consistency now. I'm guessing I drizzled in about somewhere between 2 and 3 tablespoons of water, somewhere in there. So let's check this out. I'll show you the consistency that I created on this particular batch. All right, let's remove that and that. Take my trusty spoon here and look at that. That is beautiful. I hope it's focusing in really good for you guys. And I will sample it. It's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. There's no sugar, no salt, no oil. It's just whole food ingredients, some superfood herbs and spices. So instead of salt and sugar, herbs and spices. Oh, it is so good. And in this instance, the ginger, and a lot of instances, like I said before, it kind of acts as a salt substitute. But it's so good for you, so incredibly good for you. And the black pepper flavors it up, and the cumin, all of it, everything I did there. That is damn good hummus. I hope you all try this out. And if you want to, flavor it up with your own flavor profile for what works for you, there's endless possibilities you could do with this. But that is a really good base to start with. And if you want to keep it this way, it is so good. As for me, I will add some cayenne pepper because I love heat. You could add chilies or maybe red pepper flakes to make it spicy, pine nuts, or you could put dill in there, just get creative there. But those first couple of things I did were the lemon juice and the tahini going first for a couple of minutes to give it a really good base and a good, sort of like a whipping cream consistency. And then once that's done, then you add the chickpeas, and remember to drain and rinse the chickpeas, a can of chickpeas, to about 1/3 of tahini sauce. If you want to make a bigger batch, just go up proportionally like that. And then from there, whatever, flavorings for your flavor profile that you want to add is pretty good stuff. So please share this and subscribe, like, comment. That really helps get this in front of the eyeballs of more people so that more people can eat healthier and live healthier lives. And that would be a beautiful thing. And also, I love your feedback. I really do. So leave some good comments for me that can help me make more videos that you guys want to see, okay? Bye for now, everybody. You're going to pay, I love ending on this note, you're going to pay the farmers or the hospitals. I recommend spending the money and investing the money in yourself towards the farmers, helping them out so that they can continue to help us out, and it'll be less likely that you'll need to spend money at the hospitals later on. I hope that makes a lot of sense. It sure does to me. Mwah. Bye for now. Until the next one, it's coming very, very soon.